Did you expect to be playing both Star and Money this camp, or did you thought coming in you were just going to be the Star?
I kind of prepared for everything. I played Money all last year. So it's kind of, I wouldn't say easy, but it's kind of easy to go back and forth. But I got to kind of train my mind. All right, when am I playing in the boundary? When am I playing to the field? So I wouldn't say I didn't expect it because I was prepared for anything. So.
In a typical practice day, what percentage are you Star, what percentage are you Money?
Well, as of lately, it's been about 60-40. I've been back and forth.
60-40 for
Star and Money. Yeah, I've been
60
Money, 40 Star.
Okay.
I've been back and forth. Just depending on what coach you want to see. You want to see different guys in different packages at different times. So just based on what you want to see, I've been kind of back and forth here late, but.
What do you think you need to do to kind of solidify a starting job at either side? From what you've seen on film, what you've done so far?
I haven't been having a bad camp at all. I feel like I've been pretty productive, but I don't try not to think about it. I just kind of leave it in God's hands. This is my last year. It ain't too much that I haven't done or to prepare myself for this. So I just, put all my faith in God that when that day comes, when it's time for me to have that job, it's going to happen for me, and I really believe that. So I'm not really pressing the issue, bugging coach, why I'm not. I just come out here every day and try to, do my job the best I can and make plays. So.
You did say last week that you don't want to split snaps. So how tough is that for you to have to move around and kind of?
It's just kind of along the same lines, I just know that God is gonna do whatever He need me to do. I'm just here as a worker. He's the man. So whatever He want me to do each day, that's what I'm gonna do. So I just try to focus on lock in on whatever task I got every day.
When it came to preparing to play Star, did you talk to your brother at all about that position and what you might?
I didn't really talk to him that much. I paid attention. In meetings, he talked. We're all in the meetings together. Mike, Stars. Monies, so I pay attention to, everything coach is saying to everybody and just try to, remember little things that he's teaching them so that, if I ever get put in that position, it won't be like brand new to me.
Is it tough to bite your tongue maybe sometimes?
I feel like it used to be, but I'm older now. Like I said, I'm a senior. It's not too much that's, that's in my control. All that's in my control is how I come out here and attack every day and the mindset I have every day. So that's just, what I've, kind of adopted starting back when in the wintertime after my surgery. I just kind of adopted that mindset. Like, it's pretty much out of my hands. Just come in and attack every day and play every day like it's your last.
Are you held back at all by the shoulder, or is it 100%?
No, I'm not held back at all. I do preventative stuff, just because coming into it, first couple of days of hitting, I didn't really know how it was going to be. So I did, been doing shoulder wrap. It's not really bothering me at all. I just get treatment on every day just to make sure nothing does go wrong. I don't, like I said, it's my senior year. I can't afford for, to be playing half, 50%, even 60%, 80%. I need to be 100%, for every game this year. So I just do preventative maintenance to make sure that, everything is A-okay.
You have a laid-back personality. Are you trying to be more vocal in camp? What are you trying to do to kind of take that next step and try to get out of that shell a little bit?
I kind of fit in where I need to fit in. If I see, a young guy slacking here, slacking there, and I got some knowledge of how I used to be. I see myself in some young guys sometimes, like, a laid-back guy that, don't really know his way yet, that haven't learned the stuff I've learned. I was kind of hard-headed when I first got here, so I kind of see myself in some young guys. So when I see those guys, I kind of intervene and, try to talk to them, try to get them over that little hump so that they don't go through the same mental things, mental gymnastics that I went through the first couple of years. So if I see that, I try to jump in, but more likely than not, I'm pretty laid back. That's just not my personality. I don't know.
How interesting is it for you that when you were younger, you had guys coming to you, schooling you just like you're schooling them now, and now you're on the flip side 4 years later? How is that for you now?
It was really good for me, even though I wasn't playing as much as I thought I maybe should play. When guys would come to me and, talk to me and try to build me up, it just made me feel like, okay, they do know that, you're good enough to play. You do have the potential to, be great here. It's just going to take time. So you know, the more and more people talk to me, the more and more the coaches talk to me, it kind of, you know, builds your confidence back up so you don't feel like, oh, I'm not playing, I'm a scrub, you know, something like that. You know, where I'm from, if you came to school and you didn't, you know, you weren't playing right away, you redshirt, it was like, oh, well, he ain't good enough, you know, and that just wasn't, you know, really how it was. So that was just an adjustment, and I feel like, you know, older guys coming to, you know, tell you about things that they went through really helped with that.
What's the relationship like between you and Matt and Mike specifically, the experience that you guys have had in the program and on the field in general?
I mean, I feel like we have a great relationship. You know, we've played a lot of snaps together. You know, it's kind of like a field thing. We kind of fill each other out, know what each other's going to do. You know, I feel like, you know, if I'm in with certain guys, I know I have to be a little bit more vocal, but I know like Q and Matt, you know, they're pretty locked in and really know what they're doing. So I don't have to be as vocal. They call everything out, point everything out. You know, if they miss something here or there, I might have to say something. But I know those guys are pretty much locked in, and as well as Cap. You know, Cap out there quarterbacking from, you know, the money spot, just like he's playing the mic. So it's different playing with different guys. But I feel like that group of guys, you know, is really know this defense well, and we're really locked into, you know, what the coaches want us to do on every play.
Do you think as a group that makes you one of the more dangerous parts of this defense going forward through the season?
Yeah, I would say that, you know, because, I mean, we are the quarterbacks of the defense. The linebackers have to control the D-line, and, you know, we also have to have coverage, you know, so I feel like we have a very important role in this defense, and this defense will only go as far as we take it. You know, if we're weak at the linebacker spot, we're going to have problems. So.
Anything else? What was the applause like for at the end of practice?
What was the what?
The meeting, I heard there was some applause going on. Did somebody get an award or something?
Oh, no. KK just came over and was talking to us.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
KK came and was talking to us, you know, about his experience coming from, you know, last year, fifth-year senior, and now his experience of getting a second opportunity to, you know, do what he wanted to do all this time. So, yeah.
How did that freezer like Hard Knocks?
Man, he was keeping secrets from me, man. You know, I talk to him every day. I FaceTime him every day. But, you know, things was happening on the show that, you know, that's how teams are. You got to keep stuff in-house. You know, even I can't know. So he'll tell me, he'll be on the verge of telling me something. He'll be like, nah, I can't tell you. You got to wait. You got to wait. You got to wait and watch. Yeah, so, I mean, it's all right, though. He's really enjoying it out there, man. You know, he's really embracing it and attacking it every day, you know, really trying to win a job. And, you know, one of his coaches was out here a couple of days ago, and I just asked him how he was doing, and he said he's doing really good, really doing everything he can to win that job, and that's all I want him to do, you know, to just be laser focused on, you know, earning the spot by all costs.